Hello, hello, and welcome to another brand new episode on Boundary Line Podcast. Dillon Pink, Sheldon Dougherty here, and IPL season time, and no surprises that which team we're going to be discussing and having a review of today. It's none other than the team that always says that this is going to be the year for the cup with them, but always ends up just falling short, especially in the last few years. And yes, it's RCB, one of the most favorite teams for all the fans. I mean, their fan base is really good. And today we're going to deep dive into their team for this year and see how they stand and where will they probably finish according to us. But yes, before going ahead, do like the video, subscribe to our channel, and let us know in the comment section where you think RCB is going to finish, guys. So, Sheldon, how did RCB do in this year's auction? You think they had an interesting one? They didn't change things up. They stuck to their team for once at least this time, and hoping for a good season again.
Yeah, Dil, Saala Cup Namde, right? As the fans say, at RCB.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dil, I mean, RCB doing something surprising. They didn't spend a lot in this auction. They saw their squad. They thought, okay, let's just get replacement players. They got Reece Topley, as replacement for Josh Hazlewood. They initially got Will Jacks as replacement for Glenn Maxwell, but unfortunately he got injured. So Michael Bracewell's swapping for him as well. And it just feels that they were just focusing on, the bench strength this year more than just the first team. And I think it's very, very understandable that they're doing that because last year they finished, third basically, and the year before that, fourth. So it seems like there is that slight progress still, which we've always been looking for.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you understand what they've done in the auction so far. So I think it's a good squad on paper. Dil, what about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I feel RCB have really stuck to their guns this time, tried not to do anything different there, and went in for the right buys this time. And I'm not being biased here, guys. I absolutely feel that RCB have made some sort of progress, and I think management may be doing a good job there. But like you said, good decision to get in Reece over there in place of Josh Hazlewood. Topley, I feel, will be that kind of a bowler who's very difficult to pick, especially, and we've seen how well he did in the T20 series against India. Very good bowler. And Will Jacks, unfortunately, like you said, injured. So they've got another replacement in Michael Bracewell, who shows a lot of maturity, Sheldon. I feel like this sort of a guy, just from the outset, doesn't look like he's destructive or dangerous or something. But when he plays, I mean, he can be very dangerous on his day, right?
Yeah, Dylan, it seems like he likes finishing games as well. Like he's done it quite a few times for New Zealand where he's come in and they've had a very tough run chase and he's either brought them close or he's won them games. And he just seems like he likes the pressure and he's that ideal person to have at 6 or 7 who can bowl off spin and, smack it out of the park. So who knows, he may start a few games and he may surprise a few. I think he's a very smart buy as well. As a replacement for Will Jacks, I think it was very smart of them to go for him. And I think he'll go well if he plays.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go over that squad, Sheldon, very quickly and have a look who might be the probable 11 there for RCB. They've got Faf du Plessis, of course, very good player. I mean, we don't have any words to say for this guy, Faf du Plessis. I mean, champ of a player there. Virat Kohli, absolute GOAT in IPL and in cricket. Then we've got Rajat, who did really well last time, Sheldon. I thought he played brilliantly, especially that one crucial knock I think he played, and I think he scored 100 in that match, right?
Yeah. It was in the playoffs against Lucknow, right? It was just a superb innings. It was just superb. He just smacked it all around. And I remember RCB got up to a bad start as well in that game. Yeah. And he showed so much courage to just come out and attack. And it was just a brilliant knock in a knockout game, which was just, unexpected as well. Good unexpected. Rather than what we usually get, it was a good surprise.
Exactly. And then, of course, they have Glenn Maxwell, who will be there in the team. They've got Mahipal Lomrod, who they backed last year and over the last few seasons. And I think this year, again, they're backing, which is nice to see from RCB, not usually the case. And then they have Shahbaz Ahmed. They've got Dinesh Karthik. But here's the thing, Sheldon. Probably they can play Hasaranga. I don't think so. Is going to be available for the first few games. So maybe in his place, Michael Bracewell can come in to fill in that void.
Yeah, I think he could, Dil, and Shahbaz could be, him and Bracewell could do the spinning job as well, and you have a bit of Maxwell as well to do it. So I think that could cover it for spin. So Bracewell would be a good addition, especially 7 or 8 if he comes in faster Hasaranga. He can come in late order, and that'll also help the top order play in more freedom. Because Bracewell will be coming in so late. So Bracewell could play for Hasaranga. I feel that would be a good swap.
Yeah.
And I think like he could do well there. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think also with Bracewell there in the team, it just kind of strengthens that batting and gives them an option up till 8, to bat a lot there. Because Faf du Plessis, Virat Kohli, Rajat Patidar, they've got Glenn Maxwell there. Then they've got like Mahipal Lamrod, Shahbaz Ahmed, Dinesh Karthik, Michael Bracewell, depending on games, can kind of switch it around there. And probably even Bracewell in some situations can come in place of Shahbaz Ahmed, right?
Yeah, he could come up the order if RCB get a good start and just, go at the bowlers as well. So it can be a flexible batting order like that. So it definitely helps.
Yeah, then they have Harshal Patel there, who in the last few years has done really well. Josh Hazlewood or Reece Topley, depending if Josh Hazlewood is fit, then Reece Topley and Josh Hazlewood can either play there, and Mohammad Siraj there to wind that team up. And I feel it's a very strong team, Sheldon, this time. And like I said, guess not being biased here, but I really feel that RCB this time have stuck to their guns there and said that, okay, we're just going to take players that really matter for us and just backups. We're not going to do anything stupid there. I think over the past few years, we have done well. And Sheldon, interesting stat for RCB. They're the only team to qualify over the last few years in IPL. I think 2020, 21 and 22. RCB is the only team to constantly qualify in the playoffs. So RCB fans, that's something nice to cheer about. And Sheldon, sorry.
I was going to say, and we've gone from out in the eliminator, out in the qualifier too. So by that cycle, it should be a final, but I mean, I'm just saying, if that's the way it progresses, that's what I'm just saying, I'm not saying it will happen, but you never know.
I don't want to say anything because every time I start to think, or anytime I get that inkling, like, okay, fine, they're doing well, they string a few losses, and then, as a fan, my hopes just die there. But Sheldon, on a serious note, where do you think RCB is going to end up in this year's IPL?
What my heart thinks or what my head thinks, though, because it's something. I think they'll make the playoffs again. I think they do have a strong squad on paper.
Yeah.
And I want to say final, just because I think they are improving and, they have improved the squad, I feel. So I'll go final. I won't say win or loss, Dil, because I'm going to leave that to people to guess. But I just think they'll make the final. I think they have enough firepower. And one area which I really like that they finally improved is their bowling. Yeah. Because for how many years, Dil, it was only the batting, but Siraj, number 1 ODI bowler in the world. Josh Hazlewood, world class.
Yeah.
Hasaranga, world class.
Yeah.
Harshal Patel has got, the purple cap recently. I mean, they've got a lot of good things. And I'm not just saying that because I'm an RCB fan. I'm saying that because I do feel it's the best they've had. So that's what I'm saying final. Do you think that high, or do you think playoffs or lower?
I would definitely rate RCB to make the playoff system. The top 4 finish 100%. And yes, probably go a little further than that. I'm saying, probably top 2 finish, definitely RCB. Looking at everyone's squad so far, and what we've seen over the last year, at least, I feel RCB has got a really good team this time and has all the potential to take it, all the way, and maybe Saala Cup Namde, like they say, right? So hopefully, they can do it. But Sheldon, who you think is going to be the impact player for them?
I think that's a good question, Dil. Impact player. I'm thinking, should I go for a big name or not? I'm unsure. There are a lot of big names there, but you know what? I'll go, because we've been talking about him for a bit, Dil, and I think he's a new player as well. I'm going to go Michael Bracewell. I think he will get more games than we think. Mm-hmm. And I think he'll do well when he gets the chance and get us some valuable runs and wickets. What about you, Dil?
I'm going to back a big name this year, and I'm going to say it's Virat Kohli this year, because ever since that Asia Cup, the kind of form he's in, and even in the World T20, carrying that form onwards, he scored 100 in T20, which wasn't there. He came in the Test series, did well, got 100 recently. ODIs versus Sri Lanka, back-to-back hundreds there. So there's something there, coming up, and we're expecting something big from him. And I feel this is the year for Kohli with the ODI World Cup in sights. This is the time he can get that, form back. I'm going to back him this year.
Dylan, also I want to ask you the question everyone's asking around Kohli. Number 3 opening?
I would probably play him opening. I don't want him to come down at 1 down. I feel the maximum number of balls he faces is much better for RCB, and he can play that anchor role there and let everyone bat around him. Like, so the others coming like Faf, Rajat Patidar, Mahipal Lomrol, just go for it, because VK is there at one end just holding it. And overall, guys, RCB looking really good this year. Hopefully they can take it one step further, like Sheldon said, eliminator, qualifier 2. Now we're looking at the final, and you never know. This year may be the year for them, and they have all the makings this year, I feel, to take them over the line. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing this video to you all. Stay tuned for more updates, and if you have any video ideas for our channel, do let us know in the comment section. We'll see you soon.